Hey Sagittarius, welcome to Intention 1111. Today I'm here to do your second half love read for August. Wanted to say thank you to all of you who viewed the channels, commented, liked, shared, subscribed. I appreciate y'all. New subscribers, welcome. And those of you who've been here since day one, I appreciate you guys. So we have some planets in retrograde and we have Mercury retrograde coming next week. So this last week, the energy kind of felt like the unexpected, right? I mean, just expecting the unexpected. It was kind of strange. So just remember to stay grounded. You know, the energies are moving. I feel like energy is coming from a stagnated place into movement. And there may be some changes. So just stay grounded, right? So let's see what we've got for you for love for second half August. Somebody here is grieving the loss of something, experiencing the idea of moving toward a new cycle. Also, there's, I mean, that's for both parties, right? But also there's somebody here who has moved on to a new beginning, and somebody's here kind of left with the idea of it being an unexpected breakup, an unexpected loss of some kind. Some of you could be moving out. You could be moving into new homes. So definitely a hard transition. One of you, though, has moved on to new relationships. So let's see what we got here for Sagittarius. Or you may be with a partner who has recently left a relationship and you're kind of having to do double duty in support of that person. So let's see what we got. Show me Sagittarius. Ugh. Okay, let's do it one more time. There we go. Okay, yeah. There's the idea of no communication here and or communication to somebody of something new. Maybe somebody has received communication that your partner that you're with or was with has moved on to someone else here. Contract and we have someone here who's standing on the idea of promises that were made. Somebody's saying, remember the promise that you made. And Sagittarius, it looks like you have moved into something new. You've walked away from something and moved into something new. Someone is still wanting you to be held to an old contract here. Okay, so let's see kind of what's going on there. Let's see what's going on with Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius, you're no longer nurturing a situation. You are moving on to something else. Okay, you're moving on to something else. You're no longer nurturing a contract of some kind. There's also no more passion here for this person. No more nurturing, no more passion here for someone, for something. What I see, though, here is Sagittarius, you're starting to nurture yourself. You're putting yourself first. You have a unique opportunity to make something that you want it to be. You're not relying on old ways of doing things. Hence, I think this contract here. You're not allowing yourself to be bound to old ways of thinking or old ways of doing things, but someone keeps trying to remind you either of who you used to be, okay, or a promise that was broken. So let's see what that's about. Show me the 7 of coins. Show me this promise. Show me the 7 of coins. Show me this promise. Yeah, change. We have the death card here. Moving on after a transformational period. New lover. New opportunities. Learning something new. Deception. We have 7 of Swords and 3 of Cups. I mean, it's kind of like third-party situation. And I know you hear a lot of readers want to talk about, oh, that's why all relationships end. You know, it's because somebody was cheating on somebody or whatever. But, you know, when you're reading the cards, there's specific energies that indicate that. And you've got 3 of Cups next to 7 of Swords, and that always indicates third-party situation, love triangle. There were 3 people. 3's a crowd. You know, whatever you want to call it, okay? So that may have been why the promise was ended. So let's see what's going on with this other partner. Show me Sagittarius' letter. I've got Aries. I've got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Sagittarius, you're here as the Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo. Scorpio specific. Show me Sagittarius' letter. Scorpio and Aries here. Aries, Scorpio and Aries energy here. Capricorn energy specific. You have your partner Sagittarius here is, and this may be you. Switch it how you need to, okay? You know it's interchangeable. It's kind of like someone here moved on to something else and someone else was left holding the shit pot. You know, somebody's dealing with the aftermath of a breakup, a divorce, a breakdown of relationship, breakdown of functioning lifestyle. Whoever this other person is, though, they are not okay. I can tell you that much. There's a breakdown of family, community, breakdown of stability within a relationship. Sagittarius, this other person here. Now we have Aquarius. This other person here really felt like everything was okay. Everything was wonderful. Everything was going well. I mean, I don't know if they were delusional or if they were just trying to fool themselves or they were trying to maintain something here, but this person thought things were working out great. And then they were sideswiped by, sideswiped from their perspective here by you. Changing up the game on them, right? But when you have that kind of drastic behavior in a relationship, it usually indicates that things weren't okay all along the way. Unless this person has mental health issues, and they're on some manic tangent or whatever, you're not going to have, I mean, you're either not paying attention, or you're seeing it through rose-colored glasses, or, you know, they were dropping clues to you all along the way, just weren't picking up on. Or there is someone else, right? But there are symptoms of that whole thing too. So it's kind of like one person is in denial and the other person's already moved on to something else. It's a very strange dynamic here. I will tell you this, though, that this person, Sagittarius, whoever this is, they're in love with their work. So I think maybe, Sagittarius, you were kind of like a... they like being in control. They're used to being the boss. They're used to being the go-to person. But their work is their number one. And I think part of the problem here is that, Sagittarius, you were kind of like a sidekick here, right? And that could very well be why things broke down and you decided, you know, to scrap it. But let's see what's going on between the two of you. What's going on between Sagittarius and their lover? New opportunities happening for the both of you. There is potential divorce here, potential ending of engagement. For some of you, excuse me, this is the ending of an engagement, okay? For others of you, this may be a divorce. It may be, right? But right here, I have specifically an engagement that's been called off. So let's see. Show me. Whoops. Somebody's left really, really confused here. Pisces, Cancer energy. Show me Page of Pentacles and the Justice card. In reverse. Show me Page of Pentacles and the Justice card. Reverse. Somebody's turned their back on, yeah, we've got Justice, Four of Wands, and a Pentacle. So that's a marriage being called off or an engagement being called off, and somebody's been left like really confused. But I think it's because they live in their own little world. Honestly. But on your side, Sagittarius, here, you've turned your back on this idea and you're looking toward another opportunity here. So let's see what the block is for this person. What's this person's block? They're showing me. I need to see what's this person's block. They shy away from conflict. They don't like conflict. They won't address situations with you. They won't have conversations with you. They shy away from conflict in situation. And so nothing nothing gets resolved. And it just compounds and compounds and compounds, and they just act like there isn't anything wrong. They do not want to believe. Here we have an illusion card. There is nothing wrong next to the Five of Wands in reverse. Seven of Cups next to the Five of Wands. I can't face heartbreak. I can't face conflict. So therefore, I choose to believe that nothing's wrong. There is nothing wrong. Right? Because that's what I choose to believe. That's the delusion I choose to live in. Relationship card is in the reverse. They choose not to see the problems in the relationship. They chose not to see it. You were trying to tell them, they chose not to see. Let's see what's going on with your blocks. What's blocks for Sagittarius? What's the blocks for Sagittarius? I think you finally found the strength to tell this person you felt like always that they were doling stuff out to you. You were important whenever it was important for them to be, for you to be important. I think that you took second place to their work and their life or whatever. And I think you finally found the courage to say, hey, I have Leo energy and Cancer specific now. Hey, I have, look, I'm moving on here, okay? I'm not number one here anyway, so I'm moving on. So your block is deciding to put yourself first. That was your block. So let's see, how is this person feeling about you? How is Sagittarius's lover? Okay, let's see. They think you're crazy and you're mental and you need some medication. They think that you're on a break. Okay, so they think you're on a break. So listen, here's the thing. If they're delusional, okay, let them think what they want to, right? But if you have somebody here who you've clearly moved on with another person and you're doing your own thing now and you've moved out, there's been separation happen here, and you got somebody here who like thinks that this is just a sad little timeout. This person is used to being in control and they're not accepting the fact that this is the end of the relationship, which means that they weren't listening to you communicate to them. They weren't participating in that. They weren't on the same page with you, and they weren't actively owning their faults in the situation, which means they weren't actively working on their faults in the situation. If I choose to believe that nothing is wrong, if I choose to believe that everything's hunky-dory, they're not mad at me, even though they're not talking to me, and everything's great, then I don't have to face up and hold on to what is my responsibility here? What did I contribute to this situation? It's got somebody who avoids. But they think you're on a little break, and that's all this is, just some little break. You've lost your mind, Sagittarius. You want something strange. You want to do something new for a minute. And, you've just lost your mind for a minute, but you'll come back because everything's fine. Everything's hunky-dory. Okay, let's see. Let's see how they feel about you. That's gross energy. I'm sorry, but that makes me... That's a person who, you can hit him upside the head with a Titanic and they'd still be like, everything's wonderful. Okay, let's see. How does Sagittarius's lover feel about Sagittarius? Again, they think that you're on a pause, you're on a break, and it's a burden for them. They feel like the relationship is on a break, and you're just simply taking a break from each other. They think that you want to be single just for a little while because you want to fuck around. So they think that you just are bored with the sex at home or lack of sex at home, and that you are just in a separation, you're on a break because you want to experience other people sexually. That you just want to be wild for a little bit because you got bored for a minute. So they think you're bored, but they absolutely feel like you'll be returning back to them. Okay. Let's see. How does Sagittarius feel about this partner? How does Sagittarius feel about this partner? You're not even speaking to them right now. And when you do have conversation, it's not very good. It's very defensive. Right? You feel like you're being manipulated. They're pressuring you to make a decision about what you want to do. You're telling them right here that you don't want to move forward. The decision is you're done. You're not moving forward with the relationship. There's too much conflict. You're telling them right here that you're rejecting the relationship at this point. And they are not listening. They feel like you just want sex with someone else. because of something. They're not being introspective at all. So basically, this is them rejecting the idea that the energy needs to be moved and changed. They're just not getting it. I mean, they are not getting it. This person must be used to controlling you in some way in which they think they got it like that. Or there's been some indication in the past that you allowed them to take a lead in this situation and they controlled everything. But you've clearly said no and they just continue on with it, right? They're just not facing the music. So let's see what a final outcome is for Sagittarius and this partner. Show me what a final outcome is for Sagittarius and this lover. Show me a final outcome for Sagittarius and this lover. You're not even fighting for it anymore. Intuitively, you know it's time to move on. This person thinks that you're going to give them another chance as husband, wife, committed partners. They think that you're going to look back on all of the years or all of the time that you've shared together, and that's what's going to bring you back to them. They don't realize that they, in fact, are the problem in the relationship. And you're blocking them out. You've told them you're blocking that you're not coming back, you're done. They just don't realize it yet. So, whoa, this is a doozy, huh? So the commitment here is in the reverse. King and Queen of Coins are here. The commitment is in the reverse. Sorry, I'm not interested in being the commitment anymore. You're suffering for some depression right now a little bit, but you know ultimately this is the right move to not move forward and to limit communication. And they're dealing with the betrayal and the aftermath. It's only once they realize that, I mean, and you're single, you're happy, you're moving on, you're experiencing other things. There's another commitment here. When they realize the truth of the situation, Sagittarius, here you are finding balance and defending your new life, defending a new lover, trying to free yourself legally. Maybe for some of you, you're going to be losing a little bit of money, but you're also going to be losing all the anxiety and juggling that comes with that, and that's the deck. This person isn't getting it because they feel like they've had control for so long and they've babied and coddled you for so long. They feel in their mind, when they just were not listening, that you'll be back. So it's the audacity for me. It's the ego for me. You'll be back. You can't make it out there on your own, Sagittarius. You'll be back. And you can't win be in a relationship with somebody like that, okay? So you keep moving forward and listen to your intuition and what it's telling you. So let's see. Let's get some advice cards for Sagittarius. You have the power to create the life you love. Remember that. You have the power to create the life you love. Remember that. This person wants you under their thumb. Stop pushing against what align with it and move on. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time with that. Stop pushing against what? Okay, align with it and move on. Okay, so stop pushing against something. Align with the new journey. Align with the new transition. I think that's kind of for your partner over here. Aligning with the transition. Stop pushing and rejecting it. It's here. Whether they accept it or not is not up to you. It's up to them whether or not they accept it. You have such a bright light inside. Stop dimming it. Also, stop placing yourself back into a situation with this person in which they continue to steal your power. You have no one to blame but yourself if they continue to take your power away. Okay? Say goodbye to your past and leave the baggage behind for good. This is 2 reads now. We've received that card. So you've gained your freedom, okay? And somebody's playing a victim over here with the aftermath of it. You're already on to somebody else. Show me some advice for Sagittarius. Show me some advice for Sagittarius. It's safe to ask for help. People want to support me. If you're having trouble dealing with this or having trouble with the transition, absolutely. All that I love is more important to me than all that I fear. Yeah. Fear comes from a place of insecurity, not feeling like you can do something. All is well. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this situation, only good will come. I am safe. Yeah. All that I need is coming to me in ways I could never have imagined. So yeah, so Sagittarius, you keep going down the path you're going. This person wants you to believe you're crazy because they want your power back, this newfound power that you've developed. You've kind of seen into the situation and you know that you had to leave, and they want that power, that control over you back. So you keep going. That's what I have for you, and I'll see y'all later.